You said your calculator died mid-test, right? I think you should move to the back then. Is everybody here going to college, not going to college? Like, what's the deal? I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
Going to college.
I'm in college.
I'm in college.
I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
I'm going to college.
My mom goes to college.
When you guys applied to college, did you submit your score?
It was mandatory for us.
So did you?
I
I feel like
No, I
if you
didn't
submitted,
submit
you should
mine.
move to that side.
Yeah.
I submitted.
Yeah.
Like, are you guys
down a little bit that way?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you submitted, right?
I submitted. Yeah.
Okay.
But also, like, I feel like it depends so much on the college.
And you submitted as well, so come down here as well. Anybody
But I'm
else?
just thinking, like, if you submitted, then you had something to submit, you know?
Yeah.
What are we going to study?
I'm trying to study engineering, but technically I'm undecided right now.
I'm computer science.
I'm biochem, but right now I'm taking science.
I'm political science.
I'm communications and media studies.
I'm pre-med, I don't know.
You met?
Yeah.
I'm doing also computer science and maybe like art.
I am neuroscience pre-med as well.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, neuroscience.
I'm the only liberal arts major.
I feel like a lot of the SAT was like more test strategy than just like intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe taking AP, like AP classes could help you prepare. So I took 9, but that was the max.
Oh wow.
I took 6.
I only took 3.
5.
I think I took 7.
I took 13.
What?
Move.
15.
Hey.
I took 5, so you go this way as well.
But also, I don't know.
GPAs, maybe?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Also-
I also think you should come to
Should come up.
Yeah.
How far? I'll
Wait, you
slide
took
right next
9
to
and
you.
you're a CS major?
I got you. Well, me and Emily, we're twins. So we went to the same high school, and I'd say our school had a pretty good emphasis on taking a SAT and doing well.
Yeah, I'd also say though that our school valued being like well-rounded, so they didn't just like for us valedictorian, and I was salutatorian, like right under. Oh, congratulations! That's a flex, but
I feel like you should like move up.
You probably get like next to your twin.
You said your calculator died mid-test, right? Yeah.
Well, I haven't introduced that, but I didn't want
I
to.
think you should move to the back then.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
But I think you can still do well though, because like
Right, but-
math is just part of it.
Okay. Well,
That's
for my.
half of it.
But there's like no
800
calculator
points.
and then there's calculator.
Yeah, and the no calculator is 500 of the 800
Oh,
points.
really?
I'm done with that.
Do you two want to switch?
Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe we should talk about how many times we took the SAT.
Oh yeah, that's
That might help.
That's really good.
I took it once.
I took it once.
Yeah.
I took it
One and
once.
done.
Did anyone take it more than
I
one?
think I took it twice.
I took it twice as well.
So no one's like crazy or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can switch though.
7 times.
Yeah.
If she took it, Yeah, I only took it he once. took it twice, because I feel like then he like might know it. Yeah. The score.
I have test anxiety and I'm also neurodivergent, so I like every board I check off, I can't really like sit down and take tests. I like freak out. I don't think that the score that I got really reflects my intelligence because of the situations they put me into. I don't think that's how like my intelligence really shines through.
I feel like I'm in the same boat. I really think the SAT is not a good measurement. I don't think the SAT reflects well on my IQ or just how well I could perform in school.
I have a diagnosed ADHD, so taking tests and just kind of sitting and just being focused on that was honestly really hard for me. I was diagnosed when I was like 6. I would like ask my friends, you know, like, hey, do you guys want to like study like at lunch or something? Because if it weren't for that, I literally would get no help, and I probably either wouldn't have taken the SAT or I would have failed it.
I have ADHD as well, so like for me, sometimes I'll sit there and like stare at the words, and I'm like, oh my god, like my brain is just like not, it like freezes.
When you go to college, you're going to have 4-hour-long midterms. I feel like a 4-hour-long test is at least somewhat of a good indicator on how you might perform in those settings.
I mean, I get that, but I'm in college right now, and the score that I got on the SAT would kind of show that I'll be at least decent in college, but then I got there and I failed my first ever class.
I feel like maybe you guys at the end should switch, just based on like how you value the SAT.
Yeah, this is a good question. How do you guys think you did personally on the SAT?
I don't know how you feel, but I feel like both of us could have done better.
Yeah.
I was pretty satisfied actually.
My bad. Yeah, hold on.
what was your guys' GPAs?
Weighted, mine was like a 4.15.
3.8, like 7 or so.
I graduated with a 4.2.
4.6.
Weighted, I had like a 4.4.
4.8.
So I graduated with a 4.4, I'm pretty sure.
I had a 4.6.
I think we should switch.
Yeah, same here.
Okay, if you want to.
Do you twins on a Switch?
Yeah.
Or wait, no.
Because here's my thinking, right? He had a higher GPA and he wasn't satisfied with his score, and you had a lower GPA and you were satisfied. So maybe since the bars are different, what if you guys had? This is like trippy.
No,
This
you're
is
right.
Like, what if you guys had like exactly the same score, but because your bars, like your, but I don't know.
Do you think your GPAs correlate to your test taking abilities?
I feel like it depends on like the school you go to. If you go to a school that is not funded well, all they're trying to do is push people out to graduate. Like obviously the scores you get might not reflect what you'll get on the SAT, but if you go to a school that pours money and funding into making sure that everyone is getting the best education they can get and all that, then of course like you might do better, if that makes sense. But I don't think that the
Right, but
GPA.
the person at the school that's not well funded who got a 4.5, and the person at the school that's not well funded who got a 3, the person who got the 4.5 probably got a better SAT score, right?
But we don't know that. What if they woke up
Yeah,
on the
but-
wrong side of the bed that
But
day?
we're talking about a generalization here.
Yeah.
I come from a really big public school of predominantly Hispanics and like immigrants. I feel like our school's main goal was to get them to at least graduate because our graduation rate is pretty low. SATs were optional. We didn't really talk about it much. It was a lot of kids at our school. It was like, I think like 3,000 or so. So it was like one counselor to like 100 kids. So if you're not showing that you want to actually do good in school, then we're just not even gonna really bother you, so.
SAT scores, like on average across the US, are like directly proportional to like annual household income, even though we can like kind of laud it as this like, oh, like perfect meritocratic system. It's actually not that, and it's like very affected by like the socioeconomic like inequality in the US.
You know, you also can't do a standardized test on kids where they all had vastly different like teachers with different teaching styles and different grading, like, so like.
But that's why you take a bunch of classes.
Yeah, exactly. So it does like. It
Generally, I think
Yeah.
it's kind of a no-brainer that your GPA, for two people that went to the same school or similar schools, GPA would at least be a good determining factor of what you may have got on the SAT.
Your GPA could fluctuate. I had a freshman and sophomore year, I had a 4.6. Junior year, I had a 2.4 because of stuff that was going on with my family.
There are some hardships that you can go through that make your experience with schooling a lot more difficult than it would be if it was just smooth sailing. But during the time I was taking the SAT, like I went to rehab for 4 months. I know what it's like to go through some really hard stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of hardships, and yeah, it didn't make it easy. But at the same time, like, hard work is hard work.
Before COVID, I definitely valued myself a lot on my like GPA or like any like school grades and stuff. But then during COVID, I realized like there's more to life. I valued like quality time with my friends and family a lot more.
Before COVID, I was like really ambitious. Like I made sure I did well in all my classes. Like I really applied myself. But then COVID hit, and it was my senior year, and then my freshman year in college, and I just lost like all motivation.
No, I'm with you there where it's like as soon as COVID hit, online school started, I just did not care about focusing on school at all. I open my laptop, join the meeting, and then I just go get food downstairs.
Yeah, I remember it, and like the moment that it hit, it was just kind of like, well, what's the point?
Why bother?
Yeah, exactly. How much pressure did like your family put on you to take the SAT?
Oh, a lot.
None.
None?
Not a lot.
I think
Not a
I
lot?
had quite a lot of I think because my family is like, I'm a first generation immigrant, but my parents, I feel like they're also first generation immigrants. So I feel like they put like a lot of emphasis on like meritocracy and like working hard to get there, just because like initially we didn't have like the resources to like do it another way.
I am also a first generation American. I'm Nigerian, so my mom is like very like, you have to make sure that you're doing everything right because your sisters are watching after you. Like you have to make sure you grow up and get all these A's so that they have an example to follow. So it was very hard for me to kind of separate myself from my grades, because if I did and I failed, then I'm disappointing not only my mom, but my 3 little sisters.
You seem like someone who's probably a really hard worker.
Yeah.
And I think in that sense, you probably
I feel like your drive's higher than mine.
yeah, probably. I think,
Breaking up the twins.
I do gotta say, the way you've been talking and all that, I feel like you have at least a better one than me. It's just a gut feeling kind of, but
I disagree.
you disagree?
Yeah.
I'll take that as a compliment.
I disagree too.
Do you guys want to lock in your answer? Do you feel good?
I'm so scared.
I think we're ready.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You have Jack at 1160.
I was really surprised I was the bottom. I mean, I didn't think I was that bad, but
Carla at 1170. Michael at 1280. Kylie at 1320. Chi-Chi at 1360. Emily at 1400. Michael at 1500. Emily at 1600.
How is someone supposed to do better than you? Are you sure? Like, are you working for them? I was surprised that Emily just didn't go forward and put herself up front. Like, there's nobody who's getting higher than her, at least. Like, impossible.
Without a calculator. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about this for a second.
That's crazy.
No, like, huh?
I'm going to Stanford. Okay,
Oh, I'm going to USC.
Go to the University of Michigan.
I also go to USC.
Cal State Long Beach.
I'm going to the new school in New York.
I got accepted to Berkeley, but I'm going to community college. It's just, yeah.
I go to UCSD.
Well, when I got to college, like the first 2 weeks, everyone was talking about, oh my God, I got a 1500, I got a 16, like this and that. But I don't know, I just feel like I got in here with a 1360. I don't think it really matters.
As soon as I said computer science, you guys threw me all the way up. Then when you look, UCSD is like top 15 in the nation for CS. So it's just, I don't think it reflects too much.
I think we're at the same intellectual capabilities. Again, like if he's not even higher, that just made me, I was like, the SAT is like just not a good scale at all. That's not an accurate reflection of who he is.
At the end of the day, you all got into the same school, regardless of your stats. So like, I feel like if you maybe lacked SAT score, you made it up for it somewhere else.
I have to ask, when I asked you to switch, why did you hesitate?
I just don't want to be mean.
1700.
Are there any final thoughts you want to impart on anyone who might be watching this video?
Think the SAT is stupid. That's it.
Awesome. All right, thanks. Cut.